just happened now.
Quickly get the baby, someone.
The video clip of a tragedy that went viral on social media. Behind it are the voices of witnesses trying to weigh their options, whether to act or not. One of them was Tulonga Neputa, who was ready to face the uncertainties from the accident scene despite warnings from her colleagues.
When we were approaching the accident, at that point, I saw the baby lying on the ground. He was lying next to the amarok, the bakkie that was next to the bakkie. So, and the car had, there was smoke coming out of the car, and the baby was just crying. The baby was really crying uncontrollably.
Look at the other one, is It just happened now.
This is despite the fact that other people arrived at the scene before her. Their interest, however, was on filming the horrific accident scene where car and body parts were scattered across the scene.
That is not a popularity show. You don't need to do that maybe to get fame. You don't need to take videos and say, yeah, I was the one that did that. I was the one. No. At that point, somebody is losing their life.
I'm going to get the baby.
Neputa demonstrated the most loving qualities of a mother's instinct and moved in to rescue the sole survivor of the tragedy, in which 5 people perished. She remains prayerful from the time she took the first step to when she emerged with the 8-month-old baby boy, Dax Hieger. The sound of the little one crying for help resonates in her mind.
Especially last night when I went to sleep, the image of the baby crying, the image of the baby, when I picked him up and I put him on my shoulders, like he held on to me, I don't know whether he was in shock or it was the pain, or I don't know what it was.
For a mother, it does not end there.
I undressed him. I checked. Before I actually undressed him, he was bleeding from the nose and the mouth. So I took something from his bag and I wiped off that blood. And I just held him for a while, but he was still crying. I tried to undress him a little. I undressed him just to see if there is any scratch or a cut or something. And I didn't see that, and I saw that he was fine. And the other thing that also kicked in immediately that time was the diaper. If the baby's diaper is wet or it needs to be changed, I just also wanted to do that at that point.
Dax was traveling with his grandfather, Frank Hieger, one of those who perished in the accident. The baby boy was taken to Mediclinic for care and treatment, though NBC News could not confirm at the time of broadcast whether he was still in hospital.